Hey guys, welcome back. I'm gonna do off the dome chit chat. I was reading a couple of articles, and what were the topics? I know Walmart, Costco, and another store are enforcing food limits on quote unquote essential items. So I read an article about that today. What else? Dealt with some drama today. Here's the thing: when you're dealing with the public, you're dealing with people. Everyone is not on your same mind frame as you. Everyone can't compose themselves. Everyone can't um, be discerning and be wise. Choose the appropriate time to act because there's a time for crying. There's a time for laughing. There's a time for war. There's a time for peace. And if you're wondering the type of people who will survive S hitting the F, ask yourself this question. How quick does it take for you to lose your head and to make quick instant reactions? Because I'm telling you right now, when the S hit the F, you guys, so many people are not going to be able to strategically get themselves out of situations. See, what it takes is, for example, I had the guy rolling up weed in the back of my car, remember? How did I just came at him like, bro, you gotta get out of my car, you disrespectful, all that ghetto stuff? I probably wouldn't be here right now. And that's the thing what a lot of people got to understand. You're dealing with the world. People don't expect the world to use common sense. Don't expect the world to think the way that you do. Here's a really good example, y'all. You got people right now who are prepping, people right now who are stockpiling, and then you have those who don't have anything. And the moment that the S hits the F, who's going to be knocking on whose door? You know what I'm saying? Two different mind frames. Same day and time, same 24 hours in a day. You got people in Noah's Ark who were marrying up to the last minute of Noah's Ark. And you're dealing with people on drugs. You're dealing with people who have issues in their family, their households. All of, just imagine how much that is going to exasperate when the S hits the F. You know, just think about how easy people end up homeless, how fragile our job market is. You know what I'm saying? And if you encounter the wrong type of people during S hits the F, you liable to lose your life. And I'm telling you guys from experience, if you want word of wisdom today, you have two people on your shoulder. You have your angel, you have your demon, you know, and they both going to talk to you at the same time. And it's best for you to look at your situation from a clear point of view, because you make that wrong move, you make that wrong chess move, you end up going down the wrong direction, and it could be no coming back from it. Bridges will get burnt. You won't be able to go back. And so we need to be strategic in forming our relationships, our alliances. We need to really quit going off of emotions. Quit going off of our emotions. Quit going off of temporary and fleeting feelings. One of my issues that I'm dealing with is I have the two talking to me at the same time, and I just be, I'm letting God and pastors minister to me, but then I turn around and I will let somebody have it. If I'm feeling emotional, jumbled, I'm gonna let you have it. I'm gonna tell you, you know, I I mean well. I apologize. After the fact, I look at like what I could have did different. But sometimes it's too late for that. And you really got to get to the point where I'm got to the point where I clearly don't give a F. Like, my goal is to maintain my life and preserve it for as long as I can. Right now, when S hits the F and after S hits the F. And I don't care about, any biological clock. I don't care about any, feelings and romance, all that crap. My main focus is who can I trust? Y'all tell me what y'all going through. What's happening in y'all neighborhood, in y'all city? Like, what's some of the madness that you're seeing? I seen some homeless people setting up shop. I mean, whole half of the block covered with this lady's whole everything. Her whole life savings is just on the streets, y'all. Simple decisions. I know people, you know, I could have turned around and said, you know what? I see the guy left the weed in the back seat of my car. I was doing Uber one night and a guy was just out of it. And I told him to put, his weed and stuff away. And, I looked in the back seat when he got out and there was like crumbs in the back seat. So, if the next person get in, guess what? I could get fired. I could get reported. So I could have took a picture of what they left and easily had got $150 for a cleaning fee, had that account deactivated, and would have had nothing on my record. Like my rating would have been 5.0. But the decision that I chose was not to try to make a dollar, not to try to make it any harder. I chose to cut my losses. Because what's to happen? I'm going to continue to work this city, right? So say I get this person again under a different account. Then what am I doing when it's just me and that person in my car? I have to think strategically if I want to last. I can't sit here and invest so much in prepping and building a house that's on sand. I'm getting to my age in life, and y'all should too, where y'all are starting to build things on solid, sturdy ground. And the last thing I'm going to end on this might trigger you. There is going to be a lot of jealousy, a lot of envy, a lot of anger towards, excuse me, towards people like us in a prepping community, because the type of personality that us preppers tend to be, I noticed one thing we definitely care about: dogma. We are all focused on recognizing a higher existence, okay? With respect to that, we take heed to the word and the warnings in the Bible or whatever you're studying. But most people are preppers who they really are like, they believe in God. So that means they're probably sincere. They're not selfish. Most preppers aren't going to be prepping, doing all that just for one person. If they're going to be useful, preppers like to be used. There are some preppers who just like to just be mosey. And I saw this one lady and she was just like, I guess she was being interviewed with a major news outlet, and they were showing her house and how she interacted with her friends and family and her husband. And she was just this fat lady with just this double neck. But I don't care about physicalities, because what's in your spirit? And all she kept on saying was, when S is the F, everyone else is going to be eating scraps and rice. They're going to be eating bread and water. And I'm going to be having corn rolls and dumplings and chicken and all things and deviled eggs. And I'm just like, that's really arrogant of you. But you have those people who do that, and then you really look at how ugly they really are. I didn't even care about her double chin. I cared more about how the words that were coming out of her soul. I have a question for y'all guys. Why do people lie? Why do people lie? I learned why people lie. See, the Bible is the word. And in the book of Genesis, In the beginning, there was light. And in the beginning there was the Word, and the Word was the beginning. That's what it was. And then there was light. But the Word of God was very primitive. It was the first thing, right? And words, something that I'm saying right now, the Word of God is so powerful. It just speaking it, it brings it commands spiritual realms that we don't even see. The Word and the tongue of God is so powerful, you know. And what man has realized, like you and me, we realize we got a tongue too, right? So we try to get the same power through our words. We try to imitate God with our tongue. We try, and a lot of us don't know the power of our words, including myself. Sometimes I speak things that I shouldn't. But some of us are tricky. We will lie just to have a spoken word. We will make something up. You have people, I was listening to MREC TV, and somebody came on there. It was spooky hour, and I guess they were telling different spooky stories. And one of the person was like, "Yeah, I seen a ghost one time. We turned the lights off, and the lady was there." And I'm just really thinking, like, what kind of person, adult man, is gonna sit here and talk about spooky stories that more than likely aren't true? You know, it's just, did you report this to the news? Did you call 911? Like, what did you do? It's just some story that you held on to. Just didn't seem too verifiable. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say about that. But it is essentially a lie, a story told. And that is because a lot of people want to exhume that power when they speak. And they just can't do it when they speak truth. Their truth, your truth, may not be as, I don't know, you know. But I learned that the power of lies and why people tell them. And so when you understand that, you won't be so confused when people lie. You will really dig deeper through the superficial personality traits and really see their soul and be like, okay, what is in you that you are going the actual complete opposite of God, the complete opposite of the spoken word, and going to defile it with your false storytelling. So yeah, be on the lookout for liars. Be on the lookout, y'all, for everyone who don't think like you, and get your circle in order. Get the people around you who are going to provide into you, protect you. And if you have to close some doors, go ahead and do it. I'm gonna give you permission. Y'all hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll chit chat with y'all in my next video.